Hello everyone, you are on Topland. Scientists say that the number of insects is so large that there are about 200 million individuals per person. Despite the fact that they are small and almost imperceptibly, and some of them can cause serious harm to human health after biting him or stinging him. Watch the video until the end to be fully prepared for the 10 most dangerous insects in the world in person. And before we start, I will remind you to press the bell so as not to miss our new top issue, and we are starting. Tarantula hawk wasp. It's not a hawk, not a tarantula. It is a 5 cm with which adores tarantula wasp. Hunts down those creepy spiders, smell and sting in this, paralyzing the spider and then drag it in a secret place where it lays on the egg. Then closes the entrance to the hole. The wasp larva feeds on the still living spider. These wasps are common throughout the world. Usually they do not attack people, but if she feels unsafe she will sting you. Her bite is considered the most painful in the world, one of the most painful for a person according to the Schmidt scale. After she got you, it will sting you have enough strength except for a scream. The pain from the bite will only pass in a few minutes. If you meet this beauty in the wild, it's better to stay away from her. Maricopa ant. This type of ant is widespread in America. Like all ants, they fearlessly defend their colony. As soon as they find someone near the anthill, they immediately rush to attack. But this type of ants is particularly aggressive. They not only bite ferociously, they also know how to sting. At first they do not bite the victim, but as soon as a convenient opportunity presents itself, they sting. Their poison is considered the most dangerous poison among insects in the whole world. The poison from just one sting is 20 times more powerful than that of a bee. The poison also contains a pheromone that encourages other ants nearby to come to help attack. If a person has an allergy, it may well cause his death. But usually they only cause a lot more pain from bite. Pain passes only after 2 weeks. The executioner wasp. It looks like an ordinary wasp, but do not relax. It is the largest wasp from the group of paper wasp. Its body reaches up to 3 centimeters. The length of the plus area is very small. The nests from 4 to 13 wasps. This wasp was not entered into the Schmidt School of Pain only because he failed to test her bite. But in 2018, this YouTube blogger Coyote Peterson decided to find out how much does the executioner wasp sting. As soon as the poison from the bite got into the hand, Peterson was rushing around on the ground from the pain. A burning pain gripped my entire arm. Peterson himself said that this was the most painful bite he had ever experienced. The Africanized bee. Africanized bee, or whatever they are called, killer bees, were bred in 1956 in Brazil. Brazilian scientists brought African bee to lead more prolific bees. But bees run away from laboratory and began to interbreed with ordinary bees, and turned the hybrid killer bees. The resulting hybrid is different in size and aggressiveness. In danger, these bees react instantly in a large number of individuals. Due to the fact that they are smaller than ordinary bees, they contain less poison. But if they attack a porch, full of pain and dizziness, nausea, and in some cases respiratory failure are provided for you. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are common in all the world, but at the most they can be found in tropical regions. Yes, they have not a very strong sting, but they can cause serious health problems. They are considered the most dangerous insects around the world. Are carriers of many diseases. They bite very different people and can pass the disease one person to other. Malaria, the West Nile virus, virus Zika, fever, dengue, only the top of the list of diseases transmitted with the help of these small insects. But fortunately, not all mosquitoes are carriers of these diseases. But not if you are vacationing in a tropical country and notice traces of their bite. As soon as you feel strange, it is better to consult a doctor. Dorilus Ant. The worldwide fame of these ants came after the famous movie Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Though a scene from this film, She exaggerated but still gives you an idea on what they are capable of. Ants. The number of colonies reaches 22 million individuals and sweeps all edible on its way. Like all ants, they have stingers, but they use their jaws much more often. Their jaws are so strong that some tribes in Africa quite often use them instead of stitches. And these ants are clear coordinated attacks as if they control one mind. If you see lightning from ants, it is better to run away as far as possible. The caterpillars of the Megalopygid butterfly. Yes, this caterpillar looks like a reasonable wig. But as it often happens, the appearance is deceptive, and in the case of this caterpillar it is very deceptive. Behind their fluffy hair there are many poisonous thorns that eat into the human skin. For the next 12 hours a person will spend an incredible pain comparable to the pain from a fracture. In severe cases a person experiencing severe chest pain and difficulty breathing. But for Ryan Parrish everything ended much worse. This caterpillar lingered on his arm for just a moment. But after 30 seconds later Parrish was already unconscious. Fortunately he was cured. This caterpillar left a bright imprint on his hand. Now if you notice this piece of hair in the forest, you will definitely not try to stroke it. The ant is a bullet. Now you are looking into the eyes of an ant with a sting, the strongest among insects. In Scale Schmidt this ant is the honorable first place. The bite of this ant is so strong that the pain does not subside within the next 24 hours. But in addition, the pain does not go unnoticed. The skin around the bite and the lymph nodes on the neck swell greatly. Some tribes in Brazil on the use of these insects in the ceremony of dedication. If the guy from the tribe wants to get the status of men, he put on a pair of gloves with ants inside at the time of writing, gloves sleepy, but as soon as they wake up the ritual begins. The guy needs to stand in such gloves for 5 minutes. But he will have to go through this ritual more than once. But 20 times for several months. In this case it's better I'll stay a boy for the rest of my life.
Just kidding.
The Asian huge hornet, like the size of Asia, is very large. Usually their body grows up to 5 centimeters in length. Just look at this photo. These insects seem to have escaped from the most terrible dreams. These hornets are constantly fighting wars with bees, and they are able to destroy an entire colony in just a minute. And this is for a second up to 8,000 bees. But the bees have come up with an interesting kind of protection. They attack in several individuals and they seem to absorb the hornets, turning into a ball of bees. By flapping their wings, they heat the air inside this ball to 40 degrees, after then the hornet dies. The triatom bug is also known as the kissing bug or the affectionate killer. They were so named because they bite people around the mouth. This area of the human body lures them because of the exhaled carbon dioxide. Their size reaches 2 centimeters. For people without allergies, they generally do not pose a particular danger. But the most important thing is that these bedbugs carry. Like mosquitoes, they often infect people with various diseases, including Chagas disease. The symptoms are similar to the common cold and are often asymptomatic, although many internal organs, heart, liver and digestive tract are already severely affected.